Hey, my super beautiful, lovely, gorgeous souls. It's Lizzie the Lightworker here. So today, guys, I'm bringing you a pick a card for Sagittarius, and this is going to be for in separation. So Sagittarius, we're going to focus on one question for your separation process, and it's going to be, what is something your twin flame struggles with in separation or even prior to separation? Okay, so 1, 2, or 3. Pick whatever you're drawn to. Multiple messages might apply as well, and I'll leave a timestamp. So let's talk about what is something that your twin struggles with. So if you picked card number 1, we're getting strength. So it could be inner strength. Usually that's a big challenge. So in separation or prior to separation, your twin Sagittarius was struggling with strength. Maybe strength to survive something, strength to, sort of progress in life or towards a career choice. Even in the relationship, it could be that they just couldn't hold up their end of the bargain. Maybe they promised you things that they couldn't deliver because they weren't strong enough to do it. Also, in their own beliefs, they may not have been strong enough in their own beliefs or strong enough in their own convictions to keep you satisfied, Sagittarius. So I'm thinking more the inner strength aspect of it. Inner strength has to do with how you overcome challenges. It could be something that, your twin needed more growth. They need to stretch their muscles a bit more. They need to have some more experiences outside of you and your union. They need to have these experiences, okay? Because it takes the truest test, I feel like, and the truest test of strength is when you have to go through things alone or mostly alone, like big life lessons or big life changes. So I feel like those things hadn't happened yet or were starting to happen, and they were not strong enough to go through the motions to get to where they needed to get to be on your level. Okay. Also keep in mind that you share these energies, Sagittarius, so you could have been stronger and pumped some beautiful energy over to your twin to help them realize that they need to get stronger, or vice versa, okay? So just know it can resonate either way. I feel like this is a lesson for sort of both of you. If the relationship between the two of you doesn't have equal strength, it will be very hard to make it sort of last and be solid, okay? So that's what I'm feeling like. I feel like, too, that you teach each other strength when you go into separation. So it's been costing both of you a lot of sort of strength. Sagittarius, more, I feel like you are strong already. And I feel like this may be a lesson that you taught to your twin. I feel like if not, then your twin may have taught you this lesson to be strong and self-assured. Okay? I want to pull another card for a general theme of the both of your connection, okay? What is the general theme energy for the both of your connection? And we're getting the moon. Pay attention to your intuition at this time and move ahead confidently. I really like that. So it could be that, your intuition is opening up more than it ever was. You might be feeling this way. It could go with actual cycles of the moon. It could go with dreams, and it can go with gut feelings. So I feel like something when you both separated sort of buffed up your intuition. Okay, this could be translating for your twin as well, but I feel like more so you, Sagittarius, that you may be more intuitive in separation. And that comes with that divine energy. That's part of the gifts that we share here. Okay, so let's move on to card number 2. So card number 2, Sagittarius. What is something that your twin struggles with? Love. So this could be self-love as well. It could be self-love. It could be more so that your twin is needing to learn about love. They may have had not enough experiences with love and in love to really appreciate it, okay? And this is divine. So don't forget, this is like love we've never experienced, love we've never felt before. It's almost like a tough love as well. So it could be that your twin needs some tough love. It could be that you need some tough love because Sagittarius has this free-spirited energy. So maybe bringing back an element of commitment that couldn't have been there at the time, that maybe you're thinking about now, I feel like your twin may be struggling with the fact that they need time to open up to more love experiences, okay? I feel like a maturity needs to grow here, and also a fairness, okay? Because I feel like if they can't fully love themselves as well, how can they love another, and how can they make it work? I feel like Sagittarius is more confident in love, and they're able to say it and declare it without an issue. I feel like your twin is the shadow side of you, is the shy side, the side that feels like maybe they don't deserve it, or maybe they're not good enough for it, okay? I'm just sensing there's a little bit of self-doubt here. I feel like there's a real purity too. So one of you may have not been ready for the level of love. It could be that that was what your twin was struggling with, Sagittarius. They were not ready for the level of love, or maybe you were not ready for the level of love that this was going to blossom into. Very, very possible. I feel like with this, it's very warm. It's very warm and loving and comforting. It's just the fact of like grooming it, wanting it to work, both having the same to bring to the table sort of emotionally. And I do feel like your twin is having to learn to let go of things as well in this separation period. So it could be that a past love, if they're not inexperienced and they've had past lovers, it could be that a past lover hurt them really, really bad. And they may have been sort of, struggling with that while they were in union with you and a little bit after the fact, and they might be blaming themselves. So yeah, a little bit with the self-love, I feel, more so than anything. So let's get a card for the general energy of what your union brings forward. What is the general energy? Okay, we're getting Owl. There are spiritual messages and great wisdom to be found during this period of transition. Okay, so it's like a learning. I feel like not only like with love, but love and learning, okay? So there is a reason why you separated. We know there is a reason why sometimes we have to sort of go it alone and learn. I feel like this whole experience is teaching patience, and patience can come with learning, and sort of upping your knowledge base when it comes to all the aspects of love and how you really feel about love and how you really feel about your twin. Because owning your feelings is power, guys. It's power. Transition periods are powerful. Sometimes they feel dark, they feel boring, they feel bleak, they feel scary, they feel painful. But in the outcome, we are so much smarter than we've ever gone into something. So I do feel like a new wisdom will be gained here in this union, with picking card number 2, okay? With the love and the wisdom here. I feel like that comes with time, and then I feel like that's how you open up better and more stronger to each other when you reignite. Okay, so let's get into card 3. So if you picked card number 3, we're getting compassion. So something that your twin may have lacked was compassion, or something that they struggled with. They may have needed immense amounts of it from their twin, from their Sagittarius. It could be that they weren't settled unless they were getting that full feeling of it. It could be that they were in an energy where they wanted people to feel sorry for them. It could be that they were struggling with the way they feel about themselves, the way they allow themselves to feel about you. I feel like the compassionate part has to do with the self-compassion. So if you're loving yourself, but not feeling sorry for yourself and learning from your mistakes and having to muster up the courage to stand after great fights and great falls that come with life, when you meet your twin should activate you to want to show compassion for the world. Not just yourself, not just your twin, for everybody, for yourself, and to heal it up. So there could have been issues with compassion. It could be that this may have been more of a physical connection, or felt like it was a very passionate physical connection, and one of you wanted the more longing for the love part of it, the relationship part of it, and it lacked the compassion for that. You can't apologize for not feeling the way your twin feels, okay? Because you're always on different levels until you do what you need to do to sync up just right with those energies. So yeah, something to think about. I feel like this could be somebody that does have sort of like a little bit of a poor me or feel sorry for me kind of attitude in life, and that's something that they may regret now, something in separation that they know that they sort of made this mistake and they're trying to rectify it in their everyday life now and get strong about it, so when they return to you, compassion won't be an issue. It could be sometimes too, guys, that people are overly, okay, so this relationship could be one of you was overly compassionate and it felt a bit smothering to the other, okay? But I do feel like there's a longing here. I do feel like there's memories here that are being remembered. All these things, like your twin is definitely having this like longing feeling for you, the longing for that compassionate feeling, that longing for that connection. You may have given that to them where no one else ever did. And they're thinking about that now, and they're just trying to practice their self-compassion now. So let's get one of these beautiful fortune reading cards for the energy of this union. What is the general energy of the union for pile number 3, cards number 3? Okay, we're getting the Fool energy. Have the courage to embrace change, take risks, and be adventurous. So I feel like a little bit of this has to do with single life and sort of being single and worrying about kind of only yourself. Taking chances, live through learning, live through experience, live through sort of, learn by doing, if that makes any sense. Okay, so I do feel like too, sometimes I say this, and this does happen a lot with twins in separation, is that we have to have sort of other love experiences. We have to sort of meet and relate to other people to strengthen us for our ultimate relationship, and our ultimate relationship is with twin and with ourself. So you also have to know that all of these messages also convey to the other half of ourself. So if our twin is our female counterpart and we're the male counterpart, that female counterpart, whatever they're struggling with, is partially an internal struggle for us, or something that we've overcome that we have mirrored now back to our twin so they can overcome it, if that makes any sense. So yes, guys, I hope you enjoyed this little mini 3-card reading for twin flame separation messages for Sagittarius. Let me know what you think. Give me a big thumbs up. Please like and share. And if you'd like, check the link in the description box for my private reading info, and also for twin flame separation support group I started on Facebook, if you're interested. It's a place that people are sort of going, learning, talking, sharing their experiences while in separation. I feel like everybody's getting a real good amount out of this group, like love and light and positivity. So if you're interested, go check that out. I'll leave a link. Talk to you guys in the next reading. Love and light.